Hi everyone, I'm Janneke and welcome to my channel Books and Stitches, where I sometimes talk about books but mainly make Flosstube videos, and today is no different. We are gonna be making a Flosstube video. So I tend to make my videos vlog style, wherein I just film clips throughout usually a week and then combine them into one video. This video will probably last throughout the rest of December, and then I'll make a new one in the new year. That's what I'm thinking. If I have a lot to tell you, I might just make it a week long, but I think we'll probably stretch it a bit longer until the end of December. It is currently the 18th of December. I forgot to say that. It is Wednesday right now. And yeah, I need to sneeze. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Figured instead of editing it out or having you hear it, I would just pause it because I could feel it coming. Whatever. Anyway, right now I'm in the middle of getting back on track with my stitching. So right now what I would really like to focus on is getting through the rotation I had started before I went on vacation in November. I was only gone for a week, but then life kind of exploded and I did not do much stitching throughout the beginning of December and the second half of November, so I want to get back to it. So before I went on vacation, I started my rotation on my kits. So I have 8 main focus projects that I work on. I have small-ish stitch counts for them that once I reach that, I switch to a different project. For my kit, which is Cappadocia by Riolis, my goal is to do 2,000 stitches on it. Before I went on vacation, I did a little under 700. So I really want to get those last 1,300-ish in. I think it's 1,315 or 1,320 or something. I have it written down somewhere. But yeah, I would really like to get those last 1,300 in. So that's my main goal for this video. I also started playing a game, like many others on Flosstube. I love all of them, by the way. To get some other projects in the mix as well. I started that a couple of months ago now, I think, and I would like to get back to playing that as well. So before I roll for new things, I would really love to actually finish the ones I had rolled prior to my vacation. So I did most of those. I have the book here. Oh yeah, I put this on top of it and then I lost my notes, but here are my notes. I did most of those before I went on vacation, but there are 2 projects that I still need to touch for my game before I play a new round. So I would really like to do that as well. So I really want to do 50 stitches on Persephone, which is not in this bag, but in this one. So I have 10 game pieces and they're divided between 2 bags. So each bag has 5 different pieces. But anyway, this should be in here somewhere. Right. So this is Persephone. It is by by Fret Geeks. It's a pattern by Fret Geeks. The art is by Chris Buck. I absolutely love it. I also have Corey, which is a companion piece to this, but I started with Persephone. I'm not doing all the background though, so I'm doing it on black fabric, and that is kind of a struggle, especially right now because I'm doing a lot of black stitching on black fabric. But let me see if yeah, here it is. So this is my starting point. Not a lot, but there's some. You can kind of see it. I would like to add 50 more stitches to this. Yeah, that's probably gonna be mostly black again, but I don't know. We'll see on the pattern. I prefer stitching this with daylight though, so hopefully I can find some of that soonish because it is winter, so there's not a lot of it. I do most of my stitching, I think, either in the mornings or the evenings, which are the periods where it's still dark. So I'm sure I can find some afternoon time to work on this though. But then the other projects for my game that I really want to touch is Amphitrite, another Greek myth lady. This is a Bella Filipina though, and this is what she will look like finished. I love it. I'm missing a couple of colors on this one though, which is probably why I don't tend to gravitate towards this one, because I keep having to skip it. And I want to just fill it in, but I don't have time to go and buy it. So that's a bit annoying, but it's fine. I want to do 100 stitches on this for the game. So this is the beginning. This is where I'm at right now. Again, not very far. I'm not very far at any of these game stitches because I only do like 50-ish a time. And I started only like, I think in October or September. So this is where it's at though. And like the color that's missing here is the one I'm missing. I might be missing more, but that's the one that's bothering me that I'm missing it. Anyway, I would like to do 100 stitches on this. And if I do both of those, I will be like up to date with my game. And then I would like to start a new round and play it throughout December. But I will have to see if I can manage to do that first. So if/when I finish those two projects, I will play around with you and then I will explain how the game works. I think that's all for right now. So did I actually show you the start of our with Festival in Cappadocia? I don't remember if I actually showed you. I don't think I did. This is it. This is my current like starting point. It is all like in the hoop because I was stitching on it before I went on vacation like a month ago and then never touched it again since. So I will show you the whole piece when I'm like done with my rotation. But this is what I'm working on, like here in the sky. So I would like to do like 1,300 more stitches in here. Maybe a bit in here as well. Last time I did like one strand in the sky and then one strand of this. And then switching it out because these colors only have very little stitching. But yeah, this is my starting point. I'm pretty sure I totally forgot to show that to you. But yeah, also, do I know whose artwork this is? Don't think the Riolis kits say. Oh, it's created by, Julia Gavrilina. So I think that's who made the art. It could also just be who made the kit and the pattern, but I think that's also who made the art. So Julia Gavrilina, and I am probably mispronouncing that, but yeah, that's who made this artwork. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned it for the other two, Bella Filipina. I don't remember the name of the designer who makes Bella Filipina, but he's the person who owns that company. So Bella Filipina and Krista Buck Fret Geeks. Yeah, I mentioned those both. Okay, that's it for this clip. I will see you in the next one. Oh, it is now Christmas morning, so happy Christmas. It won't be Christmas anymore when you watch this, but I hope you had a happy Christmas. I just did 55 stitches on Persephone. So this is the first time in a bit that I started continuing my game, but I want to continue. So I figured I would just start with the one I usually dread the most because it is just difficult. But yeah, I did 55 stitches on it. I don't know if you can actually see the difference or not because it is mostly black on black fabric, but I am happy it's done and I am really excited to get further into this piece. It will be a bit before we get to any exciting part. So any progress I'm happy with right now. And that is it for this clip. I don't think I will be working on Persephone today. I just did Persephone. I mean Amphitrite. I think I will leave that for another day. And then I think I will start playing a round of my game in January. I think that makes the most sense just to start a new round. So that means I have until then to do Amphitrite. If I finish up like really quickly, I may play around in this video. I may just roll less dice. We'll see. I'm kind of like winging it all. I am starting a Monopoly game with some friends through like Facebook Messenger. So I won't like play that on camera, but I will show you the stitches I do for that. So I'm planning right now to focus on my gift piece for that. So that is the Hobbit piece. Actually, let me show you what it will look like finished. You've seen it before, but I don't know if I've shown it in this video. So I'm not from I have this pattern on Saga, and I'm not very like good at using Saga yet, so I don't know how to. Oh, here it is. So this is way too bright. Oh, you can see my Christmas lights, and this is what it will look like finished. I'm making this for a friend. I'm not very far on it. I think I've only worked on it once or twice so far. I am currently at 5.95% of it, and I've done 988 stitches. So yeah, I've only worked on it once so far. That was all the way back in September. So it needs some more focus and love, because I would love to finish this for her birthday, which is in beginning of August. I don't know if that's possible or not, but we're gonna try. So along with it just being in my rotation, I want to focus on this for my Monopoly game, at least until it reaches 25%. Then I will check back in, see how long that took, and see if I want to switch up my project to a different one, or if I just want to continue with this one. But that one will get some more consistent love going forwards. So you will see that one more often. It is not my turn right now, so I'm not starting it right now, but when it is my turn, I will show you a clip of where I'm starting from. Depending on how many stitches I get into it through Monopoly, I might pull it out of my regular rotation while it's my Monopoly piece, but that is just a bit of trial and error, because I have no idea how many stitches I will put into it through Monopoly, because we've only like literally started yesterday, and like the first person is the turn now, and I've not even had a turn yet. And also, like at the beginning, the rolls or the stitch amount are quite low, because we're playing with the rule that you can't buy anything the first go around, which I had never heard of before watching Flosstube, but I feel like it's quite common, because like Jan, the caffeinated crafter, does it like that as well, because it was like a rule in her home growing up, and like my friends online, they've also had that rule growing up, so I guess it's quite a common rule. We've never played like that before myself, but I'm fine with it. Like this isn't even like really Monopoly, like, but it's fun. So like I'm fine with not buying anything the first go around, but that means that every place you land on the first go around is just 200 stitches, which is obviously not a lot, but I'm also not sure how often we'll roll. So it's basically like we're playing it with three of us. So the first friend is going right now, and then when she's done, the second friend will go. When she's done her stitches, I'll go. So it just depends on how much we're stitching, how much time we have and stuff, when we'll go again. So I don't know if any of that makes sense. I'm still like figuring stuff out myself, and because I'm not like playing on video for it, I'm not like sure if I'm explaining anything correctly. But just know that my Hobbit's home piece will get some more love as well. Should I mention names? I don't know if I've mentioned names before in this video. Not of my friends, but of the pieces. So in case I haven't, Persephone is artwork by Chris Halbach, and it is charted by Fred Geeks. And the Hobbit home is by Mia Stitch. I think people call her Maya Stitch. To me, it feels more natural to say Mia Stitch, but I think she's called Maya Stitch, because I think most people say that. Also, I don't know the actual name of the project, because I bought it for Etsy, and the Etsy listing just like translates automatically into Dutch for me. So it's like a halfling house or something along those lines, but I think I just listed as Hobbit home in like my description with a link to the Etsy, so it is in there if you're curious. I don't currently have my game pieces listed in my description. I have like my regular rotation, all 8 pieces in there. I want to put my game pieces in there. I just don't know when I'll have the time to do that yet, especially considering a lot of them are from magazines and I'm not sure how to list those. So I think when I have a bit of time and energy and I think about it, because that is also a struggle. Usually when I have a bit of time and energy, I forget all the things I wanted to do when I have a bit of time and energy, but that's fine. Anyway, at some point, hopefully in the near future, I will list my game pieces in my description as well. And for the ones from magazines, I will probably just list the magazine. If it's easy to find which edition, like which issue they were from, I will list that as well. But I don't know if I can find that or not, because my app that I use only has like the last 3 or 4 issues of each magazine. So I take screenshots of the patterns I'm interested in, because I won't be able to stitch them within like 3 issues, basically. So yeah, I can only like look back for 3 months or so, depending on how often the issue gets released. So I don't have the issues themselves like fully. I just have the screenshots of the patterns I'm interested in. So I don't know if I know they'll list the magazine it's from, but I don't know if they'll list the issue. So if they do list the issue, I will mention that as well. But if not, I'll just say which magazine it's from. I know there are other apps that just have the whole back catalog, so you can still find them. I think Readly is one of those that if you have a subscription to that, you can just find all the magazines. Don't take my word for it. I've not used it myself, but I think they just have all the issues. But that is a subscription service that is kind of pricey, depending on how much you use it, obviously. But I don't use it that often. And I also just don't have the disposable income right now to spend on that. So I don't have access to Readly. Instead, I use Press Reader, I think, which I have access to through my local library. It's a bit annoying though, because I only have access to it while I'm on my library's Wi-Fi. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I can download issues and look at them at home, but it is like a hassle and I have to look them up while I'm at the library. Thankfully, I volunteer at the library once a week, so I'm there once a week, but I don't usually like have my phone on me when I'm there, so I have to like remember during my break to download the issues and stuff. So that is a bit of a hassle, which is another reason why I just take the screenshots when I have them downloaded, so I don't have to go through that all the time. Because when I'm stitching, I don't want to have to like, I don't want to not be able to continue because I haven't been on my library's Wi-Fi in the last couple of days, because I think you have to be on the Wi-Fi in the last like 3 or 4 days to be able to access it. It is, I don't know how it works. I just know it's a hassle. So I just I try to only open it when I'm actually at the library and then just download the issues if I don't have time to look through them during my break. Because sometimes it's like you're socializing and stuff. I don't want to be on my phone the entire time during my break, because we're all just like having lunch together, everyone who's there at that time. So yeah, sometimes it's just like social stuff, and other times it's like usually when there are a lot of people, because it depends a lot on how many people are there. Sometimes it's just like a handful, and sometimes it's like 10 or so. When it's like a big group, I don't mind that much, but when it's just a couple people, I want to like make sure to socialize with those people. So yeah, all of this is just like rambling. I tend to do that. I'm sure you've noticed if you watch me. But yeah, so that's why I just have screenshots from the magazines through Press Reader. I also think I have access to some magazines through Everend, which is where I get my audiobooks from, but those are really weird quality. So I don't understand how that works. So don't take my recommendation for Everend if you want the magazines. I think you have access to some of them, but they're like formatted quite weirdly, I think. I also have access to Emma Cognan's books for Everend, and those are also formatted really weirdly. So I have the Earth one myself, just like a physical copy, but the others are on Everend, and I did go through them to see which ones I'm like really interested in. but those especially are just formatted really weirdly. So if you have Everends for like audiobooks or ebooks, you can get them. You just have to like figure stuff out a bit. It's different than usual magazines, basically, but you can get them through them. So yeah, definitely check that out if you already have access to Everends, but I wouldn't recommend getting Everends specifically for cross stitch magazines and books. But there are some on there, so if you have it already, you can check it out and see if you can like figure out how it works. I think it depends on the specific book as well, how easy or difficult it is. My main issue of magazines on there is that I feel like you can't open the entire magazine, or at least I don't know how to. So you just like have articles, I guess. So you can get like the pattern, but you have to like specifically open that article. You can't just get the whole issue. It might be possible, and I just haven't figured out how to do it. I didn't spend too much time on it because I did have more than enough patterns through my libraries app. But that is what I figured, like which I came across when I tried to figure out Everends for that. So I mainly just used Everend for audiobooks and not for cross stitch at all. But if you have it, there is some cross stitch on there, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna stop now because I don't even know what else I'll say. I'll just keep rambling. It's so weird because I'm very quiet in person. I don't talk much at all. But then like when I'm in front of the camera, I just keep rambling. I think it might be partially because I don't talk much in real life. So I'm like, have all these words that need to come out now. Because, yeah, I think that might be partially why. Also because it's cross-stitching, which is easier to talk about. And I don't really have many people in real life to talk to about it. And even if they're like willing to listen, it's obviously very different to talk to people about it who don't know about much about cross-stitch, or like know a little but aren't like involved in the community and stuff like you all are. So yeah, that's probably why I'm talking so much during videos. But not that it matters. Like obviously you're here to hear me talk, but I don't want to like talk for an hour. Like this clip is already 50 minutes long, and all I showed you was that I did 55 stitches on Persephone. So I am gonna stop filming now, but I will see you in the next clip, where I will hopefully be finished with my Cappadocia piece. Not the piece, but like the rotation, because I only need like 400 more stitches on that. It's right here, let me show you. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. I'm just working on the sky, so it should go really quickly, but it's also very monotonous because it's just like chunks of this color now that I'm at. But I do love the way it looks, and hopefully that will take me today, maybe tomorrow as well, depending on Christmas activities, how long and how much energy that takes. But hopefully I'll have that done tomorrow, and then we can start working on another piece. And for Friday, I will also try to get 100 stitches into it. I also really want to get the color I'm missing, but I only go into town like once a week usually when I volunteer at the library. And last week it was raining super hard, so I didn't want to go into town further. Like I just wanted to go home because I was like on my bike as well. I don't have a car, so yeah, I was getting rained on a lot, and I didn't want to have to go into town to buy a fret. And this week, obviously, it's Christmas, so it's closed. So hopefully next week, but we'll see, depending on energy levels and weather. But I really want to get at least that one missing color so that I can fill in the gap, because that annoys me so much that there's this like gap that between where I'm currently working. But I also want to go through just the entire list, see which colors I'm missing, also which Krynics I'm missing. But I'm not sure yet about which like thickness of Krynic I want to use, because the one that's recommended, which is also the one I'm using on Ariel, is quite thin, I guess. Like it's the normal one, but on my Mermaids of the Seasons, I got the threads and beads from someone else who accidentally bought 2 copies, and they, I don't know if it was on purpose or accidentally, bought the figure threads, which is more difficult to like get in the needle, but I like the way that looks. So I think I might want to want to get the thicker thread as well for Persephone. I keep saying Persephone, for Amphitrite. But it also depends on how many I need, and I don't know what's like easily available in the Netherlands, because I don't think Kreinik is all that common, or at least not. I've never seen it in real life shops. I've seen it in some online shops, but not in any like actual stores. So I need to like check how many I need, and then which like thickness I can easily find in shops. I'll probably get it online, but depending on how many I need, I may also just get the missing DMCs through that same website if I have to pay shipping anyway, or if I can get above the shipping amount. DMC tends to be a little bit cheaper online. So if you need a lot, or if you're going to pay shipping for something anyway, it makes sense to just buy it online. But if you only buy like one or two, then it gets more expensive because of shipping. So that's something I need to look into. Can you notice that I've not really had much social interaction lately? That's not even true. Like Saturday, I went to visit a friend and like spent like the whole day there. So, but yeah, Sunday and Monday I spent mostly alone, and Tuesday as well. So yeah, that's probably why I'm talking a lot now. I'm gonna stop filming. I've said that before. I'm actually gonna do it now because I'll just keep talking. I'll come up with something else, and I wanna do other stuff. I don't know what yet. I have a whole list of stuff I want to do, but I'm gonna stop talking and do one of them. So yeah, I'm probably gonna read. I really want to finish some more books before the end of the year. I don't think that's possible, but we'll just see how far we can get. So yeah, I'm gonna go read some now, and I will see you when I finish Cappadocia's rotation, or when I stitch on Amphitrite. See you then. So it is second Christmas Day, which I think might just be a Dutch holiday. I think it's called Boxing Day at least in the UK. I don't know if the US has Boxing Day as well, but it's a bit earlier than I intended to come back. I have not yet finished my stitches on Cappadocia. I did do 250-ish yesterday, which is more than I expected because I slept a lot yesterday after celebrating Christmas. We did like a little celebration around lunchtime, and then I spent most of the afternoon asleep. So I was happily surprised with how much I did get done. But yeah, so we're back a bit earlier than I intended because it's my turn for the Monopoly game. So I explained that in the last clip, but a little reminder. Oh, this is the project I will be working on for it. And right now I'm gonna do 200 stitches on it. So I'm gonna do that before I go back to my rotation because I want to play the game and like have my friends keep playing as well. So this is the starting point. And yeah, so right now I will do 200 stitches on it for the Monopoly game that I'm playing with friends. But my goal is to get out to at least 25% before I switch projects in that game. Depending on how long that takes, I might just keep working on this one. Or not, I don't know yet. But for now, I'm at 5.95%, and we're starting with 988 stitches done. So that is the beginning, and we're gonna add 200 to that. So yeah, I will see you when that is done. I'm hoping to get that done today. I will be going to the circus this afternoon, which was kind of random. And I do have some like reading goals I really want to finish before the end of the year. Don't think that's going to be possible, but I do want to read a lot to get it done. So I don't know if I'll get the 200 stitches done today, but that is the goal. So hopefully I'll see you later today to show you what 200 stitches looks like. Yeah, see you then. I'm back again. It's still the same day. I have not done any of my other goals yet because I was really tired from yesterday still, but I did stitch. So I did 201 stitches on my Hobbit home gift piece. This is what it looks like right now. This is the only project I have that I'm parking on. I don't know if I'll keep doing that or not, but for right now I do prefer it just because there are so many shades of green and it's not gridded, so I get a little bit lost sometimes. But I might eventually like get the hang of differentiating all the greens and stop doing that. I don't know, we'll see. Right now I'm enjoying it like this, but it does take a lot longer, I feel like, because you keep only doing a couple of stitches and then having to pick up a different color. So yeah, this is what it looks like right now. This is going to be the pipe and some rocks. There's a lot of back stitching on this project that I have not started yet. I don't know if I'll just do all the back stitching at the end or if I finish like a section and I'm back stitching it in. Usually I prefer it when projects are like easily split up into like blocks to then backstitch the entire block before starting the next one. But this one isn't like divided any like neat way with lines or stuff. So it's going to be a bit more of a trial and error, I think, with what I'm going to do with backstitching. Right now my idea is to just like kind of fill in this part maybe and then backstitch that before moving the hoop to a separate area. So I'm just going to keep this in the hoop as long as I'm using it as my game piece, because I will be stitching on it semi-regularly. I don't want to have to put it in the hoop again and again. So for right now, my idea is to just like kind of fill in the area that's easily reachable in the hoop and then backstitch that before moving it. But like I said, we'll see. Yeah. I am liking the way it is looking. I feel like there's quite a bit of difference that just those 200 stitches did, so I'm happy with that as well. I'm right now at 7.16%, so that is also quite nice. We did over a percent with just 200 stitches, so yay. I'm gonna put it away now until it is my turn again in the game, and yeah, that's it for right now. I will see you probably when I finish my Cappadocia piece, the rotation, like I said yesterday. Yeah, I need to move around some bags because this is in a really tiny bag where a hoop doesn't fit in it, and because I want to keep it in the hoop, I will probably move this into a bigger bag and put a different project in this one. But for right now, here we go. And that is it for today, so see you next time. Hi, it is now Friday and I finished the stitches on Festival in Cappadocia. So this is what it looks like now. I did, oh, there was a car of music. I don't know if you heard that, but I definitely did. Can still hear it. It's gone now. Okay, good. Let's continue. I did 1,360 stitches. And together with what I did before my holiday and my like basically unplanned break from stitching, together with that, it reaches the 1,500, which is the rotation goal. I did most of these like small parts in colors, and I did a lot of this green, then this blend, I don't know if you can see that, and then all of this blue. So yeah, quite a lot. And now I'm gonna put it away again. I'm also happy to change it out. I don't mind stitching with the wool threads that Riolis kits come with, but it is just different, and I keep having to get used to it. So like once I've stitched a bit, it's fine, but then the next time I start it again, I'm just, yeah, it just takes some getting used to. It just works differently than the cotton threads. Now, going forward, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I do still think I'm going to extend this video until the end of the year and then just have like a clean break with 2024 and 2025. But I don't know how I'm going to fill the time between then and now. So I still want to do the 100 stitches on Amphitrite. I'm thinking my gift piece for right now will be Monopoly only, because it is kind of complicated and I don't really feel like pulling it out and stitching on it. So it's just going to be Monopoly, and then that will motivate me to stitch on it. If I find out that I'm not getting as much stitching done on it as I want because the game just goes slower than I am predicting, I will pull it back into my rotation. But for now, it's gonna stay out of that, and just whenever my friends and I are at a point where it's my turn, I will work on that project. So that means I've stitched on everything in my rotation. So yeah, I think I am going to start a new rotation, even though it's like so close to the end of the year. I think that's the best way to go about it, to just start a new one. So I'm gonna pull out the gift for right now. And I don't think I put in one for 6 yet. So this is empty right now, but I will put 6 on here soon. But yeah, I guess we'll just shuffle and see what I'm gonna work on. I don't know what I want to work on, to be honest. I'm kind of excited to like maybe work on sticks for a bit because I'm now done with the border, but I also already worked on that a lot on finishing the border this month. So yeah, I want to give some of the projects I haven't touched in a while some love too. So we'll just let shuffling choose. I think that's probably the best. And we're working on my fairy tale collage. Okay, that is kind of exciting because we're starting a new one for that. I'm going to show you what it will look like finished on my tablets because I don't have the print out right now. So when I start it, I will show you the printout and then you can see what it will look like completed because I haven't explained this yet. So my fairy tale collage is 9 different soda stitch patterns that I'm combining into one. And I've made kind of like a mock-up of what it will look like that I have printed out with the project. So when I start the project, I will show that to you as well as my starting point. But the specific pattern that I will be starting, because I haven't started this one yet, is Beauty and the Beast. And that will look like this. Well, that is, I think, yeah, I already made it really dark. Yeah, so this is what it will look like. It will have a lot of back stitching that isn't visible on here because this is just a mock-up through Pattern Keeper. But I am going to start this one, and my goal for these is always to do one of the little corner blocks and then one of the rectangles. So I'm thinking I will start with like this coffee cup and then probably move up and do like the clock. But I might move to the right and do this scene, just depending on my moods and where I put the hoop. Yeah, this is what it will look like finished. I'm excited to start on this one. I feel like I haven't worked on my fairy tale collage in a long time. I definitely didn't touch it in November because I barely stitched in November. But I think I did work on it actually a lot in October. So it's not been too long. But yeah, I used to just work on everything every month. So yeah. Oh, actually, I did work on this in November a lot. So yeah, it has not been that long at all. I did 1,551 stitches on it in November. So actually got a lot of love in November. But it's gonna get some more love in December. So yeah, I will grab that and show you the starting point probably tomorrow because it is getting kind of late. So I don't think I will be doing any more stitching today. But that is it for now. So hopefully tomorrow I will start my fairy tale block as well as do some stitches on Amphitrite. See you then. Hi, it is now Saturday morning. I just took a shower, which is why I have a t-shirt in my hair because I get sensory issues if I have wet hair in my neck. So ignore the t-shirts, unless you like it, I guess. Anyway, I have a lot to tell / show you, which is kind of strange. Last night, I did end up being in the mood to do a little more stitching. So I did start stitching on Amphitrite. then I really wanted to finish the 100 stitches and went to bed later than intended, but I did finish the 100 stitches. I also realized I was missing more colors than I had anticipated, so I really need to go buy some more colors. I also looked into how much a material packet for Amphitrite would cost, but that's really expensive. So I'm thinking I will just get the Krynic for now, and then the Karen Water Lily Star Carls for I'm going to see if I can find a DMC to replace that with, because I don't want to buy those because they're expensive. And then the beads I will just get towards the end when I'm actually gonna start beading, because the material pack that I found was like 170 euros, so that's a lot for some beads and some threads, and it might be that much when you buy it separately as well. I haven't looked into how much that will cost, but I can spread it out then. So just only buying the Krynic for right now. So I'm gonna do that. But this is what it looks like with another 100 stitches added. So you can kind of see the shell, the conch shell starting to take shape. I hope. I can't see what you're seeing, but yeah. I also realized that I probably miscalculated how much fabric I would need, but my margin is a lot less than I thought it would be, because my stitching will actually like end up being all the way up to here. So that is a bit of an issue, but I did count and it will fit. So I am gonna try and see if my mom maybe has time sometime soon to serge the edges so it doesn't fray more, because that is a bit of an issue, because it is a lot closer to the border than I imagined, because this is up to here, but there are like 4 more columns next to it, so it'll end up being like up to here. So that's a really small border. It's fine though, like there's not much stitching at the edges, so I think it will end up being fine, but yeah, definitely need to search this. So that is Amphitrite for now. And that means I am done with my game stitching for the last round I played, which I rolled for that ages ago, but I did finally finish it, which is nice. I am thinking I will start a new round in January. So I won't do a new round this video, but next video we'll start with one as my normal was before my break and stuff. So that is mainly because the rest of December will be quite busy, and it's only a couple more days, like it's 4 more days I think in December, and yeah, I will probably be gone most of tomorrow, so I don't know how, and I have like an appointment on Monday, and then Tuesday is Old Year's Day, New Year's Eve I guess is what you call it, which, and then after that it will already be the new year. So I'm just going to start my new game round in the next video. I think that's best. So you won't see any more game stitching this year, but next year we'll start fresh. It's so weird to say year when it's just 4 days away, but whatever. That is Bella Filipina and Amphitrite. And then the other thing that I have to show you is not my starting point for fairy tale collage, because it's my turn in my Monopoly game with friends, and I rolled for community test and got tax returns, which means I have to do 800 stitches on it. So I'll be busy with that for a bit. Because I said I would show you though, so I'm still going to show you my fairy tale collage points, just in case you were curious what I was talking about. This is what it will look like finished, and this is the block I will work on next time I work on it, but that probably won't be this video. So I'm gonna show it to you anyway, in case I get a lot of stitching done and those 800 stitches just go whoop, really quick, and because I said I would. So this is what it looks like right now. Can you see it? I really need to start filming like in some place where I can step back to show you big projects, but hopefully you can see all of it. And this Peter Pan one is the one I finished in November. So we're just going to start fresh with Beauty and the Beast. And I am doing all the borders in the same colors to like get a bit more cohesion, except for the middle one in which it is bordered by blue. I thought that would look nicer with the night sky being there, and also because it's in the middle, I thought that would be nice. But I did stitch it in such a way that I didn't use the colors for the border in the block itself, even though they are the same color, so that if in the end I do end up disliking it, I can easily rip it out and replace it with the pink without having to worry about the colors in the sky. So hopefully I don't have to do that, but I wanted to have the option in case I ended up not liking it. But so far I am liking it, so I think I'll probably still like it when it's finished. That is that, and then I'm going to show you real quick my starting points for my gift / Monopoly piece, which you have already seen in this video because I did 200 on it already, but yeah, I'm gonna put in another 800 stitches on this, which will be quite a lot, which is nice because that will get some more love, because it needs some love, but I also don't love stitching on it just because it is so many similar colors and blends and stuff, and I think it looks amazing, but it is just kind of difficult to keep track of, and I haven't really figured out the best way to stitch it yet. So right now I'm doing diagonal parking, which I'm not loving, but I also kind of get lost in the colors, so far that has been working the best for me, but we'll see if that I keep that up or not. But for now, we're just going to put 800 stitches into it. And I will see you when that is done, because I don't have anything else to show you right now. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that done this weekend and will be able to get a start on my fairy tale collage as well. But if not, that will just be a project for the new year. But this one will get 800 stitches. So that's it for this clip. See you in the next one. Hi, it is now the 31st of December and I just finished the 800 stitches on my Monopoly piece. So this is a gift for my friends and this is what it looks like with another 800 added. I love the way it looks now. Like, you can see such a difference from when I started Monopoly. I hope you don't mind the booms of fireworks too much because they are happening all day. It's really annoying, which is also why I'm wearing my headphones, but they will probably interrupt a couple of times. Anyway, this is what it looks like now. I added 805 stitches and yeah, I am loving it. I feel like I have gotten into the groove of it a bit. I've gotten the method down. I'm still like sticking to the diagonal mostly because that is just easier with this project because it's not gridded and a lot of the colors are really similar. But I did like mark a block of about here that I am trying to fill in before I move the hoop. So I'm only like stitching the diagonal within that hoop, and sometimes like here you see a couple stitches outside of it. I'm not really being strict about the diagonal anymore like I was in the beginning, and I think that has helped too. But yeah, this is where I'm at. There are a lot of barked threads in this project and that will probably stay that way, but for right now, well, now I'm gonna put it away, but next time it's my turn in Monopoly, I'm gonna continue just filling in this like area, and once that area is fully filled in, I want to do all the back stitching in that area before I move the hoop, because there is a lot of back stitching in this. But that is it for now. I am probably going to be stitching at least a little on Fairy Tale Collage, but I've already shown you the starting points. I'm not gonna grab it again right now, and then I will try and film a clip tomorrow to like wrap up this video and wrap up the year. I'm also gonna try and film my just like wrap up of the year tomorrow, but that will depend on how I sleep tonight, and basically how much the fireworks will wake me up. But yeah, I will see you in the next clip. Hi, it is January 4th or 5th right now. It's been a bit longer than planned. I got ill and that sucked, and I didn't do anything. So no stitching you've missed. But I'm gonna end this video here as planned, just a couple days late. So the only stitching I've done was on December 31st. I haven't stitched at all yet in January, and that is I got this far on my fairy tale collage. So not too much, just like 2 colors of pink. But this is, I think, 308 stitches total. And that is it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try to film a wrap up for the year now, and then after that start my next vlog series. But yes, I am so excited to continue. I haven't stitched that much in November and December, but I really want to get back into it, like my normal routine. So we're just gonna fingers crossed and hope that 2025 will be the year of stitching. Again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all had like a lovely holiday periods and we'll have a great new year. I have no idea when I will post this, hopefully today, but it might take a bit. I don't know yet. So thank you again, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye. Happy stitching.